In a small, quiet town nestled between the hills, there lived a little girl named Ella. She was not only bright, but also incredibly curious. At just 8 years old, she had a habit of asking questions that often left adults scratching their heads. Why does the moon follow us at night? Or, what would happen if clouds fell from the sky? One day, Ella overheard her parents talking about a mysterious old library at the edge of town. Rumor had it that the library was home to ancient books that held the answers to the universe's biggest mysteries. Most children weren't interested in books that didn't have pictures, but not Ella. The very next day, she packed her small backpack, slipped on her favorite yellow shoes, and set off to find the library. The library was a grand, ancient building covered in ivy. When Ella pushed open the heavy wooden door, a soft creak echoed through the air. Inside, shelves upon shelves of dusty books surrounded her. A kind, elderly librarian appeared and smiled down at her. "What brings you here, young one?" she asked. "I'm looking for a book that can tell me how the world works," Ella said confidently. The librarian chuckled. "That's a big question for such a little girl." Ella stood tall. "I might be little, but I'm smart." The librarian smiled warmly and led Ella to the farthest corner of the library. She pulled a large, leather-bound book from the top shelf and handed it to Ella. The book was titled The Key to Everything. Excited, Ella sat down on the floor and opened the book. Inside were puzzles, riddles, and stories from all over the world. Each page seemed to unlock a new question in her mind, leading her on a journey of discovery. For hours, Ella read and thought. The librarian occasionally peeked in to check on her, but found Ella deep in thought, pencil in hand, scribbling notes on a small pad of paper. By the time the sun was setting, Ella closed the book. Her mind buzzed with new ideas, but one thing stood out to her more than anything. The more I know, the more I realize there is still so much to learn. As Ella walked back home, her heart felt light. She didn't have all the answers yet, but she knew she was on the right path. And that was enough for her. From that day on, Ella visited the library every week, determined to keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep learning. Because to Ella, being smart wasn't about knowing everything, it was about never stopping the search for answers.